Shemai Baub. Hello everyone, Jason Shepherd here from the Learn Welsh podcast, and today I have found a fun quiz for us. It's looking at South Walian words, so I suppose slang words in South Wales. 10 questions, and I am going to take the quiz, but I hope that you will take the quiz with me. I will give you the question, I'll give you the multiple choice answers, little gap, and then I will give my answer, which I hope will be right on most of them, but we'll see. Okay, so it says here, the valleys of South Wales are rich with many wonderful words that are rarely used elsewhere in the country. This quiz is all about these bizarre, they're not bizarre, they're lovely, these bizarre words that make up the South Walian dialect. Now, I don't like the use of bizarre there, because Wenglish, Welsh slang, is not bizarre, it's beautiful. But anyway. Number 1, what does Kuch mean? Kuch. Does it mean to eat, to sleep, to drink, or to cuddle? To eat, to sleep, to drink, or to cuddle? Have a think. While I scratch my itchy head. Have a think. Right, I know this one. I think most of you will know this one, because if you don't already know it, I use this word a lot in my videos. And that is, Kuch means to cuddle. We always say that in Wales, we don't just cuddle, we Kuch. Number 2, what is boogie bow, bookie bow? Is it a boogeyman, a big book, a big bucket, or a butcher? A boogeyman, a big book, a big bucket, or a butcher? I don't know this one. I'm just going to guess based on the kind of sound. To me, that kind of boogie bow, bookie bow, that kind of sounds like a boogeyman to me. So I'm going to guess boogeyman. Okay. Number 3, what is a brachy or a bracky? I don't know how to say it. B-R-A-C-C-H-I. What is a brachy? Is it an Italian cafe, a breed of dog, a item of underwear, or a library? An Italian cafe, a breed of dog, underwear, or a library? Right, let's have a look. Brachy. It almost feels sort of Italian to me. I kind of feel like a brachy. So I'm going to say an Italian cafe. Okay. Number 4, which of the following sentences includes an example of South Walian dialect? Number 1, I was sick all last week with a sore throat. Number 2, I had a bad throat all last week. Number 3, I had a bad throat all last week. Or number 4, I was ill with a sore throat all last week. Have a think. Oh yes, I'll read them again. I was sick all last week with a sore throat. I had a bad throat all last week. I had a bad throat all last week. I was ill with a sore throat all last week. Now, because they've spelt bad, B-A-R-D, and we have this habit in words of going bad like that, almost like a sheep going bah. I'm going to go with that one. I had a bad throat all last week. Number 5, in the South Wales valleys, what would you do with bathers? Wear them to go swimming in. Use them to eat your spaghetti. Use them to hold your hair up in a ponytail, or use them to clean your toilet bowl. Ooh. Would you wear bathers to go swimming? Would you use them to eat your spaghetti? Would you use them to hold your hair up in a ponytail, or would you use them to clean your toilet bowl? I'm glad I know what this one is, because it would seem very weird if it turned out to be one of the last two. My bathers, I'm tying my bathers in my hair. Yeah, you use them to go swimming in, and you really wouldn't want to use them to clean the toilet bowl, unless you're going to throw them away afterwards. So that's the one I'm put in. If you were to be described as a chopsy person, what type of person would that make you? And I can be chopsy sometimes, so obviously an intelligent one. Yeah, I know what this one means, but is it an intelligent one, an ugly one, a talkative one, or a greedy one? Is a chopsy person an intelligent one, an ugly one, a talkative one, or a greedy one? Now, I just said I'm a chopsy person, so you're all going to say ugly, aren't you? Yeah, I know. Yeah, there we are. Can't take you anywhere. Chopsy person, I would say here it would be a talkative one. But a chopsy one, I would say chopsy person is somebody who's a bit, goes on a bit when they're talking, yes, but they're also a bit not nice with what they say. But anyway, I would say a talkative one. In South Walian dialect, this is number 7, what is a dap? What's a dap? Is it a hat, a gym shoe, a pie, or a kiss? A hat, a gym shoe, a pie, or a kiss? Now, I do know this one. Have a think. I used to wear these. That gave it away. I used to wear these when I was a kid in gym class. It's a gym shoe. Or a trainer, as we call them in the UK. Although I always think of a dap as being more the canvas trainers, or the canvas gym shoes rather than the sort of leather ones. What type of contraption is a gumbo? Gumbo? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I don't know this. What is a gumbo? Is it a bus, a homemade cart, a car, or a bicycle? A bus, a homemade cart, a car, or a bicycle? I have no idea. Okay, so I'm going to guess. I'm going to say, I'm probably wrong, but I'm going to say homemade go-kart. Number 9, what would you stand accused of if it was said that you had been mitching? If you were mitching, were you swearing, lying, cheating, or playing truant? Swearing, lying, cheating, or playing truant. Which of those were you doing? Now, I know this one, and I've never done this, although I'm sure some people would say I have. But mitching is to play truant, is to not go to school when you should be going. And I'll put the answer there. Now then, in South Wales, what is referred to as a butty? And this is the last question now. Now, I can think of 2 things that a butty can be, but they're talking about the more Welsh one. The other one isn't sure anyway. So, is a butty a friend, a house, a person's head, or a book? Is it a friend, a house, a person's head, or a book? What do you think? Right. A butty, in Bridgend, and I live in Bridgend County, they use this shortened version of this word all the time. They say but to somebody, all right, but, meaning, how are you, my friend? But you occasionally hear somebody say, all right, butty. Hello, butty. Hello, my friend. So yes, it's a friend. Okay, got all my answers there? Let's submit them. Right, so number 1, what does Kuch mean? Well, I got this one right, and I'm sure a lot of you will have got this right as well. Kuch means to cuddle. And it's one of those words that's infiltrated day-to-day speech, it says here, of non-Welsh speakers in the South Wales valleys. Yeah, I hear it here as well. I mean, I live near the seaside, not too far from a little town. And yes, I hear it. I hear Kuch, I hear Cariad, which means love. I hear Bach, all right, Bach, meaning little one. What is a boogie-bow? It's a boogeyman. It's a mythic monster that terrifies children. Indeed, the mere mention of the boogie-bow, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, will have any South Walian child running for the hills, or at least their very bed, or at the very least their bed, where they can bury themselves in the safety of their duvet. What is a brachy? An Italian cafe. I was right. Excellent. An Italian cafe. See what it says here. Right, so there was an influx of different cultures of people during the 19th century in South Wales, from Spaniards to the Irish. However, it was the Italians that had the most visual impact due to their cafes, which sprang up all around the South Wales valleys. These were affectionately nicknamed brackies, and there are still many in existence today. Yeah, I've been to a few, and there's some locally, but I've never heard the term brackie. Okay. Which of the following sentences includes an example of South Wales dialect? I was right, and I hope you were as well. I had a bad throat all last week. And what clued me in was the spelling B-A-R-D. Because you often hear people say, oh, I'm bad, ma'am, I'm not well, I'm bad. With that elongated bad. So that's what I thought they were talking about there, and that's what it says here. Bad is often used instead of ill. It can be pronounced heavily and sound like an exaggerated version of the word bad. In South Wales, what are bathers? Now, the correct answer, now I got this, same as you, the correct answer is to, I'm sure you got this, wear them to go swimming in. Bathers are in fact swimming costumes, and like some other words in South Wales, there are at least some method to this word's madness. To bathe is a verb meaning to immerse in liquid, and so it is possible to some degree to figure out what this word actually means. Now I actually knocked the wrong answer here, but I put used to clean the toilet bowl, but I didn't mean to. I knocked that by mistake, so I'm not counting that, okay? I told you, I'm being honest. If you were to be described as chopsy, what kind of person would you be? The answer is a talkative one. Once again, this is a word that has some sense to it. Chops can refer to the jaw and therefore the mouth. So a chopsy person is somebody who talks too much. I always thought of a chopsy person as somebody who talked too much but was also a bit rude with it. Not very nice, but anyway. A dap is a gym shoe. It says your dap refers to a light gym shoe, which usually is a rubber sole and a canvas top. See, that's what I said. I thought it was. What type of contraption is a gambo? It says you're a homemade go-kart. So I fluked that one. I guessed it and I was right. A gambo is a South Walian name for a go-kart, usually homemade and consisted of a plank of wood, 4 pram wheels and a box. Now I've had family members, older family members talk about making go-karts. I never heard them say gambo. So it must be certain parts of South Wales, maybe the valleys. What would you stand accused of if you said you'd be mitching? And the answer, plain truant. So the word mitching is a popular word with teenagers across South Wales. It's commonly used to describe the act of playing truant. Bunking is also used to describe the same act. So there we go. Butty in South Wales is referred to as a friend. So it says my score is, it says 9 out of 10, but of course there was that one that I clicked on wrong. So I'm going to include that. I hope you don't mind, because I did knock that by mistake. So I got 10 out of 10. And I fluked a couple of those. There was a couple of those I really didn't know, and I guessed them. Some of them were not as hard to guess as others because, like, bracchi sounded like, something Italian, for example. But, yeah, I guessed a couple of those. How many did I actually know? I knew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I knew 7 out of the 10. So how many did you get right? As I say, I guessed 3, got them right. So 10 out of 10 for me, so well done. I was not expecting to get that right. I was expecting a lot less than that. Because that always happens. I do well on these things, on these quizzes, except when I'm on camera with you guys, and I do badly. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not saying that you bring me bad luck or anything. You do. No, I'm not. I'm only joking. You bring me good luck. Anyway, how did you do? Let us know in the comments below. Be interested to see how you did. I am looking for a North Walian quiz as well. If you know of any that we can do North Walian word quiz, let me know. We're looking more for slang words rather than actual, North Walian Welsh words. Always great fun doing the quiz with you. If you've enjoyed this today, please give me a big thumbs up. If you like what we do on this channel and you'd like to see more videos, why not subscribe? And if you'd like to see every video as it comes out on the dot, click the little bell. Well, thank you again for all of your support. Really appreciate it. If you would like to support us and you're not, you can go to learnwelshpodcast.co.uk or you can go to patreon.com/learnwelsh. Either way, you'll get loads of extra learning materials, you'll get videos early, you'll get extra videos, you get loads of extra stuff as a thank you for supporting the Learn Welsh podcast. Well, it's time for me to go, and I shall see you again soon. Hwyl!